It's Super StarCraft Bros.
Diamond Friday.
Cue that Terran music.
Yeah. You know, I think it's my favorite music.
Yeah, it reminds me of just Sim City. Like, I always want to play Sim City whenever I hear this music.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here we are, staring at the lovely Terran Command Center with the lovely, lovely Iron Cross all embroidered all over it. Or painted, I guess. It's not really embroidered unless that's actually just a highly knitted command center.
Well, you know,
Without further ado, though, and talking about knitting needles, Iron Sparks.
Jay.
I'm Jay.
I'm Iron Sparks.
Who's playing?
In our top right corner of this map, we have our Red Terran.
Cloud Kingdom.
Cloud Kingdom. ElvisTek.
Ah, it's an ElvisTek, eh?
And in our bottom left corner, we have our Blue Terran Slick.
Sorry. So we have ElvisTek and Slick. All I'm thinking of is like greaser hair. Alright, Supply Depot thrown down next to ElvisTek's command center, while Slick decided to go for the Supply Depot by the ramp technique. Very fascinating techniques from both Terran players. What is this, making up for the amount of Protoss and Zerg we have this week?
I thought you might enjoy this game.
Okay. Wait, is this the one you promised nukes with? Oh, guys, I can't tell you, but there might be nukes.
You can't ruin the surprise for the children.
I don't think children watch the channel.
I think there might be some.
What did the stats say?
I don't know. Alright, so we have Refinery, Barracks, and SCVs coming down for both players.
Talk about a mirror matchup. Okay, Refinery is finished for Elvis. Slick's getting some scouting information done. Sees that there is a refinery down. Sees that the barracks is being built next to the command center as opposed to by the ramp, and he decides to throw his barracks down kind of halfway. Doesn't decide to continue off of that wall, which is a good idea. I mean, it's TvT.
You can always move it back there later.
Yeah, they float. It's amazing. Or you can just do a wall off the supply depots.
Yeah, either way. So we got Orbital Command coming from both players. Slick is going to finish his first, but Elvis is going to get the first Marine out.
Yeah, but I mean, early on, having that first Marine is not a huge deal. It's just there to prevent any type of scouting.
And we're looking at a fast factory coming from Elvis.
You know, I like this. One of the things I have noticed from higher level play, especially as Terran, is you don't get a ton of units out as fast as possible. Instead, you save those resources to get your additional production facilities or tech facilities. So I like this from both players. They're getting out just a couple Marines, going into their factory play, and now we have a reactor thrown on for Slick to that barracks. Do you think we'll see that factory and barracks switch places and maybe get some Hellions out fast?
You know, I would find it very odd to see Hellions in a TvT matchup.
It is. I mean, they do a decent amount of damage against the SCVs and the Marines.
I mean, they will kill it, but you know, it's not like going against Zerglings, where you're going to be getting that extra hits before the Zerglings can really attack, and you know, so it's a very curious situation. We're looking at a starport.
Yeah, we do have that Destiny Cloud Fist build from ElvisTek.
So it looks like we're looking at potentially fast Banshees, because there's that tech lab coming on.
Oh!
And that
scan at the perfect moment. Slick sees that there is a Destiny Cloud Fist, and actually is going to see the factory lifting off from the tech lab, so he's going to know that there are Banshees on the way.
So similarly, we have a starport going down, and a tech lab coming down that
But we do see Hellions coming out of the factory, and I don't remember the last time I've seen Hellions in a TvT matchup, so this will be very interesting. You
know, if he keeps his good concave up on this ramp following the design of the map, I think it'll slow down the Hellions without a doubt, and they might be able to kill some off prior than them even entering the base.
Yeah, and there is a medvac on the way for ElvisTek, so we're probably seeing Marine support or drops.
You know what I find interesting?
What?
ElvisTek had lifted off this factory, but he just put it right back down there.
He did, so it looks like he is going for Banshees without...
No, he can't get Banshees. I think he was trying to...
trying to juke it out? I'm looking at the Banshees coming from Slick, I'm sorry.
But since that scan happened, he's forcing Slick to think that he is going that Banshee route, making him throw up this missile turret in defense, but he's going to be going against Banshees of his own.
Yeah.
I mean, the Marines he has now will be able to destroy those just fine. Speaking of Hellions, they're
poor SCV.
Or the Hellions. Right here.
Hellions
Okay.
are still
They have
sitting
not left the
in
building.
the base. SCV, who was trying to scout into ElvisTek's base, quickly gets mulled down by the Marines. And command center coming from ElvisTek. He's building it on the high ground instead of at the natural, just as a defense. And there we go. We have a very early drop below the 8-minute mark. This will be interesting because there is a missile turret in the base for Slick. Where is the location on it though?
It is up here, so that's quite an unfortunate position. I don't really understand why he put it there. I mean, even if he saw the potential of Banshees coming out.
What the hell is the thing doing there?
Oh, there's another one over here.
What is it doing over there?
You know, really, the most opportune would be
right there.
Here.
Right there.
But
that's a goal right there. I'm Mario confused.
So this drop might actually be able to do some decent amount of damage. I mean,
yeah, I mean these Marines are going to be able to drop into the main. I mean there is a tank, and there are Hellions in the base though. So I mean there's plenty of defenders, and they're going to start heading down now.
He might get some initial damage off before any type of reaction.
Yeah, we lose one SCV, 2,
come down, everything's coming
3,
down.
4, 5. The Hellion. Get another Hellion, another Marine.
This Banshee really just sealed the deal. It got 3 kills. He might even be able to... No, he's not quite going to be able to get...
Ah!
He does get that medvac.
I was rooting for that medvac.
So receiving relatively minimal... 7
I mean,
SCVs,
he
so
killed...
that's decent. Yeah,
7 SCVs, not counting the 1 or 2 that have been scouting earlier. So we got at least 5 or 6 in that attack.
And right now
so you're looking at, what, 300 minerals in SCV kills. He did get 2 Hellions. That's another 150 minerals each, right? Or are they 100?
They're 100 minerals.
Okay, so we have 500, maybe 550 lost for Elvis, or for Slick. So I don't think that was a cost-efficient drop.
No, but now he did reveal Slick's hand of what units he was building. He saw that there's Hellions, he saw that there's a Banshee, not that much reliance on the Marines, and I think he might have even seen the tank get in on that action. Yeah,
so he does know that Slick is going a very, very solid 1-1-1 build, and we have Banshees and a Viking.
Yeah, the Viking round, so there's Viking, there's a little bit of Viking fight, and that blue Viking just decided to go home.
Yep, there is a little bit of damage on one Viking. Oh no, we actually have the Viking and the Banshee making their way, try to poke their way into ElvisTek's base.
No, he has to be careful of this. He could easily lose either of these flying units. I mean, 3 Vikings will beat a Banshee hands down, blindfolded any day.
I don't know about blindfolded.
Well, the Banshee ain't the Banshee isn't going to win.
The Banshee is a little faster than the Vikings, so the Vikings... Oh, but the Banshee... Oh, never mind. The Vikings decided to pull back. Lots of tanks on the low ground for Slick. Very interesting move. I know he does have Siege Tech finished.
Yeah, both players are looking at Siege Tech. Looking at another orbital coming out from blue. I mean, Elvis already has this saturated, so he's ahead in that aspect as well. I mean, he's sent not that much more harvesters, but look at that difference in mineral income.
It is getting closer and closer as additional mules are dropped down. But it looks like Slick's mules just run away, so he is dropping anywhere about 150 below the mineral mark. But that won't be too big of a problem once the SCVs start getting into the action on the natural.
Yeah, and it looks like Slick's preparing to take a third, which given the other than an initial drop, Elvis hasn't been applying much pressure.
No, both players have been playing very passive. Both seemingly turtling up. I mean, ElvisTek finally moving out to grab the Zelnaga Tower nearest his base, so he's going to have decent map vision in case anything moves out by ground.
You know, what do you expect to see from these additional factories?
What's going down on Thor's?
Do you think it'll be Thor's, or do you think he'll advance more in tanks?
Thor's.
I mean, we do have this army, which for those of you Terran players, you'll be excited when Heart of the Swarm comes out. Absolutely,
they are taking the vehicle and air weapons and armor upgrade, and they are combining them. So guys, we're almost to the point where we're like, I guess it would put us closer to the Zerg race, where all their upgrades kind of affect all their units. Actually, no, we'd actually be closer to the Protoss units.
Well, now everyone's the same.
Kinda. I mean, Protoss units, the ground upgrades you do affect all your gateway units and all your robo units. But then you have to get the air upgrades for Protoss. As Zerg, all your units get the upgrade bonus except for air. So I guess
they're all about the same now. I mean,
kind of the same. I mean, Terran's still our vehicle stuff doesn't get the extra bonus upgrades from our engineering base, which is fine. I'm really looking forward to using the armory more to get those upgrades, and I just think that it's going to make Terran a more viable army. As we saw at IPL 5, guys, last weekend, it came down to Zerg all over the place. There were 2 Terrans still in it, but they got crushed. I like that there's sensor towers down. You really don't see sensor towers a lot.
You know, you'll occasionally see one, but you very rarely see 2.
No, and I think just to really get coverage, 2 is the ideal. I mean, he has his entire base locked down. He's got all the edges locked down. He's going to see if there's any drops or any air attacks coming in.
And it looks like we're looking at Blue Flame coming from Slick.
I just spotted that as well, so that's going to be an interesting addition to his army. I kind of wonder if a lot of players are starting to mix in Hellions. Not only because they've gotten popular in pros in games, but also when Heart of the Swarm comes out, these Hellions are going to transform into Hellbats and essentially fill the role of the Fire Bat from Brood Wars and StarCraft 1. Ooh, structure armor? That's kind of interesting. He's getting that before 1-1.
Yeah, that's something you really don't see. And
yeah.
we got a 3rd sensor tower coming from Elvis.
Interesting. Where is it?
Right there.
I don't understand the point of that one.
I don't understand the point of any of them, really.
What we have is we literally have Terran Sim City going on. So another sensor tower. Is he gonna just continually move out with sensor towers? I mean, that'd be really cool. You know, you have the entire map radared.
Zerg has creep tumors. Terran has sensor towers.
Protoss has observers.
So yeah, speeding this up a bit because it doesn't look like we're going to get much action anytime soon.
No, and we'll just keep an eye. I don't think any of the red or blue units are actually going to move out, though we do have a clump. Another sensor tower, right? No.
Yeah, we do have another sensor tower.
Oh, dear. So another sensor tower. So literally he is locking down the map with radar. And we have tank standoffs at every major juncture in these bases.
I would not want to come up this ramp.
Oh, you would not really think much of it, because you'd be gone in a second. We do have our first Ghost Academy going down, so that the idea of nukes happening in this game might come to fruition. Damn it! How do you say that word?
And I come to vegetables.
I love vegetables.
Oh, here it is. And you know what else is coming into this game?
Battle cruiser. What the hell? Really?
You know, we took all your standards and we just flipped them over.
Oh dear God. Seeker missile coming out for the Raven. Holy hell. Well, I think this is going to be one of those classic games on SuperStarcraftBros YouTube channel where it comes down to one big giant battle.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Unless we see special tactics with these nukes.
I mean, you know, Red, he doesn't really know what... Yeah. They're both scanning each other, so...
Yeah, I mean, they're both saying that, oh my god, tanks! That's pretty much it. We have tons of command centers sitting in Slick space.
Slick decided to get his own.
Yeah, hey, when your opponent's got 4, you gotta get 1. Though I'd like the little circle design going on the minimap.
You know what's in production right now?
Our first nuclear missile is on the way. We have the reactor upgrade for the Ghost for Elvis. And cloaking, armor level 1's going down, vehicle level 1 armor's going down.
Oh, here they are.
We have 2 orbitals in production for Slick, and we have more battle cruisers with the +2 armor and attack for air units.
You know, this is going to be a very interesting battle.
I swear, I feel like we're watching StarCraft 1 just in better graphics.
You know, I think Slick needs more orbital commands.
You know, yeah, me too. I don't know if he's going to be able to drop enough mules. I really don't. I mean,
only 3?
Really? That's it?
Looks like instead of an orbital, he's going to elect to make this a planetary.
Oh yeah, because nothing says watch me destroy nukes like planetary. A second nuke is on the way for Elvis, and we'll probably see another one on the way as soon as the cloaking is finished.
I mean, we have 1 available right now. Like you just said, another one going to be started after cloak. We have 2 ghosts right now, so 1 and 1 we'll get to do 2.
Yeah, we have 4 additional ghosts on the way. So let's just keep an eye on the ghosts. Try and find the one with the most energy, because that is almost always the one that is used.
You don't
and
say.
Is that Slick throwing down a missile turret just randomly out somewhere?
Got one right here.
Interesting. Wow. Is he psychic or something? I mean, did he scan the ghost academies?
You know, he did scan up here, and the ghosts were sitting right here, so.
Wow, so he's making a detection line down that purple trench of his base. A really good move by Slick. But here comes the first ghost. Look at him in all his refracting light glory. He's using quite a bit of energy to make his way down there. Gun? He puts it away while running. I don't know. Scan is thrown down somewhere, but we're just focused on that ghost.
Now, if he can get a nuke on this army.
Ooh, so we have an offensive nuke.
You know, I fully expect Slick to identify where this is. And
yeah, because I mean, the moment you hear it, you start looking for that red dot, but it looks like he's not moving. Target has zeroed down, and ladies and gentlemen, half this army is going to go boom!
And there's one successful nuke hit.
And that's how you take out a lot of Hellions really fast.
You know, however, it only destroyed 5 supply.
Yeah, I mean, most of
I don't think that's accurate. And it looks like we have another one coming down right here. I fully expect Slick to actually identify this one. I know I just said that, but...
Scan throw down on the wrong side of the cliff.
But it will be taken out. The scan up here.
Wait, it might drop. It might... Oh, nuke does go down. It takes out the tank.
The tanks actually might have survived. It does take out a few of the Hellions, takes out all the SCVs, does damage to this
there were a couple tanks that were red, and the red giant blob is making its way down.
So now we're looking at that final end-all, be-all battle.
Here we go, guys.
Tanks sieging on both sides.
Ooh, exchanging fire. Battle cruisers getting the mix, but there are a lot of Vikings on the field.
There's a lot of Vikings on both sides, though, so it's really going to depend on who has better upgrades, who has the better tank placement. We do have these cloaked ghosts, so they're able to do a little bit much. And this nuke, if he can somehow position these Vikings right above that nuke.
Oh my god, he might actually get the air units. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh, so close! Oh
no! And that is what I call a bad day.
That was awesome. Oh, that has got to hurt incredibly for Slick.
It's definitely unfortunate losing all those units in just one swift, explosive.
Another nuke going down right behind the battle cruisers. Oh, Slick, you have to get away from this one.
You know, this one probably
no, fly the other way. Okay, thank you.
But you know what? Now these tanks are just able to walk in. He does get the stamina of these ghosts, but
you know, right now the ghosts and a tiny, not even a full handful of Marines are all that really stand in way of getting rid of these battle cruisers.
But you know what? Elvis, he's getting some tanks. He's getting more nukes.
Yeah, he's definitely left the building to go collect himself and get a larger army. I had to do it.
I was going to do it at the end.
And here we go with the regroup. Beautiful and incredibly lucky nukes.
I mean, those nukes, before that battle started, Slick was sitting at 200 supply, now he's down to 120, he was down to
and if you guys look, he's wasted a lot of command centers. I mean, he has a planetary plop down right there at the ramp to try and defend.
But you know, does he really need it?
You know, right now, sitting at 700, you know, he's sitting at below 500 minerals right now. I really think he should have expanded again.
But you know, he's in a much better position income.
I don't know. ElvisTek seems to be the better position. He's got 63 workers. He's actually on 4 bases right now.
But Slick's mining more.
Well, he's got all the mules. It's going to make him mine out faster. Well, regardless, we do have Thors on the way for ElvisTek. These are going to be a great call against the battle cruisers that are in the air for Slick.
And Thors. Elvis upgrades are sitting pretty well. I mean,
excellent, yes.
His grounder 3-2 air units starting to get these upgrades.
And he's got the 3 attack for his bio, and he's got only a couple Marines mixed in right now, but he does have them. Now remember, I do believe Slick has the Seeker missile for his Ravens, and I think there's a Raven or 2 mixed in with this army. Not too much energy on them. You really can't see because all the aircraft are kind of blending and going together, which is really against physics.
But I fully anticipated to have enough energy by the time the battle ensues.
Now we do have the 2 armor for his air units, but Iron Sparks, what are the attack upgrades for? 2. So we're oh, excuse me, guys. We're at 224 Slick.
I don't think he doesn't have any bio units, so no point in really looking at those. Hasn't gotten any of the upgrades for the battle cruiser. Yeah, no upgrades for the bio armor. So right now he's relying heavily on his BC Viking mix-up. We have a nuke coming down over here.
We're gonna find it. Let's see. It's a nuke near the defensive planetary fortress. Gonna take out a
yeah, it'll take out both of these missile turrets and it'll do some
oh
damage.
no! Pull back! Oh my God! Gets damage on all the Vikings and does damage to a battlecruiser.
It doesn't kill them, but it does do the damage. It'll make it even easier.
I mean, yeah, you cut a unit's life in half. That's gonna greatly help in any battle.
You know what I would like to see Slick do is repair all.
He needs to include SCVs in this army and put them on auto
he is
repair.
entirely mech units, so he can be repairing. He can.
And I mean,
he's sitting at some pretty mineral count, so he can save.
Those mules are definitely saving him right now. Slick has had the worst luck with moving his units into the range of the nukes. And we have a ton of battlecruiser or command centers. I mean, just sitting around for essentially both players. I mean. We got another nuke coming down on this expansion again, and an engagement trying to cover up the Ghost right now, who I believe is going to get his nuke down. So we're going to lose a Thor and SCVs. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty.
And since Elvis didn't commit all his units over here, these Thors are going to be able to walk in and do devastating amounts of damage.
Yeah, it just looks like they're trying to get a good positioning.
You know, these are a lot of battlecruisers.
They are a lot of battlecruisers. A couple of them are worn down. They have full energy, so if they had the Yamato cannon with them, they would be able to quickly get rid of either this planetary fortress or those Thors.
But you know, they will be able to do this just fine. There's nothing here to attack the air units.
Yeah, this planetary fortress is going to quickly fall,
I mean,
which I don't understand. I mean, the thing looks up. Why can't it shoot up?
It's the same reason Colossus can't shoot up and Ultras can't shoot air.
Well, Colossus and Ultras are stupid.
Here we
defensive nuke right now to push away Slick's army. Cancel on the nuke.
No, it was killed. Because the Raven is somewhere mixed in this army, so he can see. He focused that down. You know, he got the heat seeker missile, but instead of using it on a heat seeker, he's been using it on the point defense drone, such as such. It really does help. But it's just not going to be enough. I know he did throw down a point defense drone, but still.
Here come the Vikings to help.
And the planetoid did not go down. I mean,
no, I mean it's still the SCVs are repairing it. Vikings kind of doing a back and forth, trying to pick off the other air units. I think the Vikings are almost gone for Slick.
No, I fully expect another. If Elvis would focus on these weakened battlecruisers, he might be able to take some of them down.
I think that's what he's doing as they are running away. He gets one right there. Scan throw down to try and keep vision with them because there is a huge range
another
on
one
Vikings.
Goes down, another one goes down. Do I hear a third?
Yes, we are going to get that third one.
You know, like I was saying earlier, Slick, he has this mech army, but he isn't investing any resources into keeping it up to date, repaired, and ready to go. So the further he gets in the battle, the more nukes he takes, the more encounters he gets. These units are just getting more and more damage.
Ironsparks, he's building 2 more command centers. Where are they?
Right here.
I mean, so we have these defensive command centers everywhere, but I mean, you're sitting at 124 supply. Build units.
Yeah, I mean, he is building more Vikings and battlecruisers, but I think right now would be a good time to invest in
get Marauders.
Bio units.
Get Marauders. I mean, they're going to do a ton of damage to these tech units from Elvis. If Elvis diversifies his army enough, I mean, he really, seeing that his opponent is going all battlecruiser, get those Vikings up.
Yeah, I mean, both units are getting a lot of Vikings.
Yeah. Vikings and Thors are one of the good counters to Terran battlecruiser.
Which is exactly what Elvis has.
I mean, the only problem is, though, Elvis is sitting at maxed out army.
I'm curious what he plans on doing with these Ravens. Do you think he'll throw down some of those point defense drones of his own to counteract the Vikings?
I think he will. Now, he is getting a little bit of damage thrown down on this refinery. Going to shut down gas collection there. And if he can get rid of these command centers before they finish. But here we go. We got a big engagement. Point defense drones set up everywhere, stopping a lot of the bolts coming from the battlecruisers.
Yeah, so these battlecruisers will fall easily. The Vikings, the Marines are doing a lot of damage. We have Yamatos firing off, so focusing. Did kill a couple of Vikings, got the battlecruisers blasting away in the back. But Elvis didn't have to leave this building.
No, Slick slides out of here and doesn't even GG. Oh, why would a GG after getting blown up by that many nuclear missiles?
You know, he walked into some of those.
So guys, this is an awesome end scene. But leave a comment down below on how you think the game went in this TvT matchup for Diamond Friday.
You know, based on this game, Elvis remains king.
Absolutely, and he's still alive somewhere.
Yep.
So hit that like button, subscribe, send us your video to superstarcraftbros@gmail.com. Doesn't matter what level you're at. Have a great Friday.
GG.
GG.